More than 42 million people utilized the nation's rail services, including the KTX and SRT, in the first quarter of this year, a record high that analysts expect will continue to grow as elevated fuel costs persist, despite the temporary ceasefire between the United States and Iran.
올해 1분기 국내 열차 이용객 수가 KTX와 SRT 포함 4,200만 명을 넘으면서 역대 최대 수준을 기록한 가운데 전문가들은 중동 전쟁이 휴전 국면에 들어섰음에도 고유가 현상이 지속됨에 따라 이 숫자는 앞으로 더 늘어날 수 있다고 분석했습니다.
Yeah, so a big boom in train ridership here. If you break down the 42 million that used or utilized the nation's rail services, more than 20 million between January and March used KTX trains, which is a record high. The first time it's surpassed 20 million in the first quarter. Also, SRT ridership was up to more than 6 million. KTX EM, which also jumped 23.5% to 6.2, or I should say 2.8 million. Excuse me, and conventional train ridership is also up nearly 24%. So overall, rail demand is increasing, like the headline suggests. More people are using it because of higher fuel prices, and maybe people are traveling less by air, perhaps, because of fuel surcharges.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Do you use the train?
I do.
Yeah?
I love taking the train.
Okay.
Yeah.
그래요. 이제 아무래도 여러 가지 이유로 인해서 이렇게 열차 이용객 수가 늘고 있는 것 같습니다. 그중에 이제 중동 전쟁도 한몫하고 있고요. 자, 사람들이 이렇게 열차를 이용한다라고 할 때 영어로는 they're utilizing the train services or the
Yes.
rail services.
Right. So basically, it means to use, right? So what is the difference between using
Yeah,
something
what is
and
the difference?
utilizing something? Use is a more general term, right? But when you say you're utilizing something, you're sort of using an exact resource for a specific purpose. It's a fancier way of saying use because anytime you say utilize, you can replace it with use, and English teachers will say that. So utilize is a little more technical, and it's used more in academic business contexts, I would say.
Okay. utilize 하면은 뭐 use와 똑같이 이용하다라고 할 수 있기는 한데요. 엄밀히 따지자면은 이제 utilize가 뭔가를 활용하는 느낌이 있어요. 그래서 예를 들자면은 펜의 원래 용도는 글씨를 쓰는 거니까 I use my pen to write with. 이렇게 그냥 이용한다, 사용한다라고 한다면은 펜을 가지고 뭐 다른 걸 할 수도 있잖아요. 뭐 지압을 할 수도 있고 뭐 다른 용도로 내가 쓴다 그러면 I'm utilizing my pen for other usages as well. 그래서 그런 이제 활용의 느낌도 있을 수가 있는 거죠. 물론 이제 그냥 이용하다라고 해석을 해도 또 무방하기는 하지만 여기서는 뭐 철도 이용한다 그냥 이렇게만 해석을 하지만 굳이 말하자면 그런 차이가 있습니다.
Yeah, so it's when you're using something sort of efficiently or for a specific purpose. So if you
Right.
say, I utilize my skills to solve the problem. Right?
Yeah, 그렇죠. 좀 활용의 느낌이 있고요. 자, 그다음에 elevated fuel costs persist.
Yes. So let's break this down. So if something's elevated, that means it's higher than normal. Fuel costs are price of gasoline, diesel, things like that. And if something's persisting, it means it's continuing without going down, right? So together, it means that fuel prices are still high and they're not decreasing.
높아진 elevated 유가 fuel costs가 지속된다. persist. elevated fuel costs persist. 높은 유가가 지속된다. 다시 읽어보겠습니다. More than 42 million people utilized the nation's rail services, including the KTX and SRT, in the first quarter of this year, a record high that analysts expect will continue to grow as elevated fuel costs persist despite the temporary ceasefire between the US and Iran. Moving on, this is our next headline.
A nearly 3-meter tall section of the original Eiffel Tower spiral staircase, which once linked the second and third levels, is up for grabs, as it's set to go up for auction next month and could sell for a towering sum.
과거 파리 에펠탑의 2층과 3층을 연결했던 원형 계단 일부가 다음 달 경매에 나올 예정입니다. 이는 약 3m 높이의 14개의 계단으로 구성된 조각으로 높은 가격에 낙찰될 것으로 보입니다.
Yeah.
Which is why I said earlier, you'll need deep pockets if you want this particular piece of Paris.
Yes.
Which anybody can technically buy, but it's going to be very expensive.
Right, you're literally taking a piece of Paris here
Yes.
if you buy or purchase this piece of the Eiffel Tower at auction because it was a part of the tower when it first opened back in 1889. They call it section number 1 of the original spiral staircase that connected the second and third floors. There were 20 sections of the staircase that were sold off originally back in 1983, and they were all held in private collections. So this is a rare opportunity to purchase a piece of this historic monument, and officials say that this piece of the staircase is expected to fetch somewhere between 120 and 150,000 euros, which is about 210 to 260 million Korean won.
1889년도에 처음부터 있었던 계단입니다. 회오리 모양으로, 원형 모양으로 있어서요. Spiral staircase라고 하는데요. 이 spiral이라는 거는 그런 이제 회오리 같은 모양을 말하기도 하고 동사로 쓰기도 해요. 그래서 회오리 치다 아니면 정말 걷잡을 수 없이 무언가가 움직인다. Spiral out of control 이렇게 표현할 수도 있고 그리고 저는 이제 회오리 감자를 좋아하는데 회오리 감자를 영어로 표현한 적이 없지만 만약에 제가 외국인 친구한테 설명한다면 spiral potato 이렇게 설명을 할 것 같기도 해요.
I think they call it tornado potato
아,
too. Yeah.
이름이 있어요.
I believe so.
tornado potato라고 하는구나.
Yeah, if you go to Myeongdong, you could see it
Yeah.
a lot, right?
Well, even tornadoes
Yeah.
spiral.
Exactly.
There's that same movement with
Right.
tornadoes. They go round and round in a sort of circular shape. 자, 그래요. 그래서 굉장히 비싼 가격에 이제 낙찰이 될 것으로 팔릴 것으로 보이고요. 표현 보겠습니다. It's up for grabs.
Yeah, if something's up for grabs, that means it's available for anyone to take it. In this case, win it at auction or just to possess or obtain it, right?
그렇죠. 누구나 살 수 있다라는 뜻이에요. Something is up for grabs. If you think of something that is up somewhere, 어딘가 위에 있어요. And to grab it는 붙잡는 거. So if something is up for grabs, 위에 있어서 누구든지 잡을 수 있어요. 그 직역을 하면 그런 의미고 이 의역을 했을 때는 누구든지 살 수 있다라는 뜻입니다.
Right.
물론 누구든지 살 수 있지만 돈이 있어야.
Right. You can, but are you able to is
Yes,
something
yes.
different, right? So you use this a lot of times when you're talking about competitions or prizes, even in elections when positions are up for grabs by candidates.
Exactly. 자, 다음으로 a towering sum.
Yeah, so I don't know if the writer of this headline did this on purpose
They
because
did.
you have the pun here. If something is towering, that means it's very, very high, like a tower. But in this case, we're talking about an extremely large amount of money.
네, 이 표현은 이제 뉴욕타임스에서 썼던 표현이거든요. 근데 다분히 의도적으로 썼다고 볼 수 있죠. 그래서 굉장히 큰 금액에 팔릴 것으로 보인다라는 이 엄청난 금액. 이 표현을 굳이 towering sum이라고 쓴 것은 이게 이제 크기 때문이죠. towering이라는 것은 엄청나다, 크다, 타워 같다라는 의미가 있어서 좀 중의적인 느낌이 있어요.
Yeah. There could have been 100 other adjectives this writer could have
A
used.
hefty sum, a big sum,
Exorbitant.
an astronomical sum.
Yeah.
뭐 너무나 많은데 굳이 이 towering을 뉴욕타임스 기사를 쓴 이제 기자가 선택한 것은 이 계단이 3m나 되는 꽤나 높은 계단이기 때문에 그랬을 것 같고요. sum이라는 것은 이제 원래 이제 합계라는 뜻인데 여기선 금액이라고 보면 되겠죠. 다시 읽어보겠습니다. A nearly 3-meter tall section of the original Eiffel Tower spiral staircase, which once linked the second and third levels, is up for grabs, as it's set to go up for auction next month and could sell for a towering sum. Let's move on to the final headline.
The Artemis 2 astronauts have safely returned to Earth after what NASA described as a textbook touchdown, bringing their historic 10-day mission to a close.
유인 달 탐사 우주선 아르테미스 2호의 우주 비행사들이 미국 항공우주국 나사가 완벽한 착수라고 묘사한 도착 과정을 통해 무사히 지구로 귀환하면서 열흘간의 달 탐사 여정을 마무리했습니다.
Yes. So I was captivated by these four astronauts. And it's been a while since space exploration has really captivated myself here because did you see the images of the Artemis splashing down in the Pacific?
I only saw pictures.
Pictures of
well,
it.
yes, images, yeah,
Yeah,
but not the footage.
I was watching it live actually, and it was really dramatic because every moment, every second is calculated. And this Artemis 2 capsule actually splashed down on Saturday morning, Korea time here. And we saw images of the astronauts being plucked out of their little capsule and taken by helicopter onto a nearby aircraft carrier. And thankfully, the four astronauts are very happy and healthy. And, there was the most tense moment in any sort of space exploration is the sort of when they come back into the Earth's atmosphere. There's a blackout of about 6 minutes where they can't communicate with mission control because they're going at such a high speed. The capsule actually heats up to about half the temperature of the sun, I believe it is. But this was a record-breaking sort of space exploration mission where they traveled more than 400,000 kilometers going around the Earth, seeing the dark side of the moon, something that no humans have ever done before. And this sort of paves the way for the Artemis 3 and Artemis 4 missions, which will eventually put humans back on the moon.
Yes, exactly. 자, 이 유인 달 탐사 우주선 Artemis 2가요. 지난 4월 11일 우리 시간으로 오전 9시 7분에 해상 착륙을 했습니다. 바다에 착륙을 할 때는 물이 내는 소리의 splash거든요. 그래서 it splashed down 이렇게 표현을 하죠. 만약에 지상 착륙을 했으면 touched down 이렇게 표현을 많이 해요. 그냥 landed 해도 되기도 하고요. 근데 이제 물일 때는 splashed down. So the crew and of course Artemis 2 splashed down in the Pacific Ocean, 태평양에. And this was a successful mission. It was in fact a textbook touchdown. 물론 이 해상 착륙도 일종의 터치다운이에요. 다만 이제 이 표현을 조금 전에 써주신 거는 splashdown이라고 했지만 큰 범주에서는 해상 착륙이나 지상 착륙이나 다 착륙은 착륙이니까 터치다운인데 자, 교과서적인 터치다운이었다. 이 표현 좀 설명해 주시죠.
Yeah, so it's just like in Korean, right? If something is textbook, it's done exactly the way that it should be, the way that it was designed, like a sort of manual or sort of guide. And so this textbook touchdown means it was flawless, it was by the book with no problems.
Exactly. So it's used as an adjective here. 형용사로 쓰고 있는 교과서적인 textbook. 자, 그다음에 bring something to a close.
Yeah, so we're talking about the mission here. It means to end or finish something, but slightly more formally.
Yep.
It's saying that something ended in a planned, like a textbook, or a natural way.
뭔가를 마무리하다, 끝내다. So right now, I'm going to bring this headline to a close by reading it one more time. The Artemis 2 astronauts have safely returned to Earth after what NASA described as a textbook touchdown, bringing their historic 10-day mission to a close. That's it for the headlines with Shane Ham.